So it's been a little while since I've done much videos. Mostly you guys have seen my X70 videos. I love this camera so much. It has its drawbacks. The autofocus is extremely slow. It like pulses when it tries to focus. It's terrible in low light. But I really enjoy it. I love the flip screen for when I'm with my husband. We want to take photos together and I can actually get us both in because I have short arms. And it still does focus on us pretty well for those. I also really love it for just simple everyday kind of photos. I just can pull it out of my camera or my purse easier. I do carry both it and my X100V with me pretty much all the time. But as you can see, there is a size difference. So it is much easier to pull this out and just snap a quick photo with it, and it's great. The buttons are a little finicky to press sometimes, like with the reaction time. So sometimes like changing things like ISO is a pain, but I don't want to use auto. I want to be able to select all that myself. So anyway, I love this camera. It's great, fantastic. Still love my X100V, still love my X-T32 that's over there. The point of my video now that I want to make is I'm kind of moving forward on this channel. I have hidden some of my videos already because I don't want to focus on Micro Four Thirds anymore. I have a few still out there because I think they're good, but like the ones that were specifically just about those, I don't want to focus on those. And I think because I only re-uploaded them last year, people think it's like recent, and it's not, because I haven't really shot Micro Four Thirds in a very long time, and I don't anymore. I'm keeping the few Micro Four Thirds cameras I still have just because for nostalgia purposes, like they are what got me back into photography, but I have not been inspired or felt creative with them in so long, and I don't enjoy using them. My Fujis have made a huge difference in the last year and a half. And on top of that, my Canon. So my Canon stuff is all still my professional gear. That is not changing because that is what I'm so in love with when I get those professional results for people. Now, I have been taking like my X100V on a lot of those little shoots and taking just a few photos just to give a little like vintage vibe for people. But mostly my professional work is all still Canon. And I still love using my Fujis, these two, and my X-T32. And I use those pretty much for every day, and I'm so happy with it. So those are all I want to focus on anymore, just those. I don't have any interest in Micro Four Thirds anymore or Olympus anymore. I'm probably not going to sell them because, like I said, they have nostalgia for me. Also, they're not worth really anything anymore. Like, you try to sell stuff here, you go to the store. I've done this before with my previous Olympus, and they go, yeah, we're not buying that because nobody buys that. So no thanks. So maybe in Europe that's better, but not here. And so I'm just keeping them just for nostalgia and just because why not? But I'm not planning to talk about them anymore or use them anymore. Like, that's it. And that's my choice to do that. Doesn't matter if you don't agree with that. I would love to be able to turn the comments back on all these videos. That's my plan, or at least going forward, just because like I hate that I haven't been able to do that. And YouTube is the only place I seem to get negative comments from people trying to tell me how to do photography or how to run my business, which is not your business. I just want to talk about things that I'm inspired and by and that I love. And it's okay if you don't agree with that, but there's no need to necessarily always comment that on people's videos. I still don't understand that in any form. Again, if you don't have something nice to say, you just don't say it. That's all it is to it. But I'm pretty much going to focus going forward just on my Canon gear and Fuji gear and what I use them for and how I use them. And that's pretty much it. I don't have any interest in doing Olympus videos anymore or talking about Micro Four Thirds anymore. I don't use them anymore, so I don't really have the experience or anything to talk about them. These cameras have made a huge difference for me in the last year and a half. My Fuji cameras, I can't explain how much more creative and inspired I have felt for the first time in a really long time. And it's huge for me, and it makes me actually just take cameras with me everywhere and just go out and take photos, and I love it. And I'm so much more motivated, and I have these creative bursts that I haven't had in a while, and I love it, and I want to share that. But I also want people to respect my decision on the cameras I use. There's nothing wrong with that. Like when other people, creators, say they're switching to like Sony, which I don't like Sony, or Nikon. Those are just two brands that I have tried to use and they just don't work for me personally. But that's just my opinion. So I'm not going to go comment on all those people's videos like, oh, well, this isn't really a better system for you or anything. You just like, it doesn't matter. It's all our own personal preference and opinion, and that's totally fine. So the fact that I don't want to do Micro Four Thirds anymore should not have any effect on anybody. I just want to do Fuji and Canon. That's where I'm really happy, and that's what works for me. So I hope y'all can support that and love that, and I'm really excited for all this. So